The Welsh English accent.
Well, I suppose the accent itself is quite sing-songy. It's quite up and down, much like the Welsh themselves. You see, they're never sort of in the middle. They either go to the sort of top or the bottom, and the language itself reflects that, I think. Whereas standard English is much flatter.
One of the main characteristics of the accent is the R sound. This is often heavily pronounced, much more so than British English. For example, barn, march, bird, bar, heart, shark, fork, pork, and cork. You can hear this in sentences too. For example, there are some sharks near here. There's a nice bar that isn't far. Another big difference is with the O sound. In British English, it's a rounded vowel sound. However, in American English, it isn't so rounded. For example, hot, cot, top, box, cod, fox, spot. You can hear this in sentences too. For example, the food is very hot.
Australian English
It's
accent.
on the top.
There are many special words, phrases and expressions in Australia. For example, we like to shorten long words like breakfast to brekkie, biscuit to bicky, and truck driver to truckie. We even shorten the name of our country. Australia is often referred to as Oz, and instead of calling ourselves Australians, we say Aussies. Australians use a lot of expressions. When you want to tell someone that something is not a problem, you say, no worries. If you agree totally with someone's opinion, you can say, too right. And if you think something is really excellent, try saying that it's
Canadian
sweet
English
as.
accent.
A special feature of Canadian English is the use of a at the end of a sentence as a sort of question tag to verify if the person you're speaking to has understood you, or just basically to verify, information. People make a lot of jokes about that with Canadians. For example, you'll say, "You haven't finished the report, eh?" instead of the usual question tag, which would be, "Have you?" Or, "It's cold, eh?"
Cockney
Which,
English accent.
instead of saying, "Isn't it?"
One of the key features of the Cockney English accent is the dropping of the H sound at the start of many words. Amma, ouse, av, e. Have you got the amma? Is this your house? In many cases, the T sound is dropped. For example, water, city. Here are some examples in sentences. We went from Waterloo Station. Do you want some water? The unvoiced th sound becomes a f sound. For example, instead of thing, it's thing. Here are some more examples. I didn't see anything. We went north.
Irish English
She lives down
accent.
south.
Many words with the R sound are pronounced fairly heavily. For example, morning, park, car, far, corner. Here are some examples in sentences. It's in the corner. It's quite far from here. She went to the park by car. Many words with the British English I sound are pronounced I. For example, right, like, bright, Irish. Here are some examples in sentences. I like it. It's right over there. It's bright
English
tonight.
accent.
There are many interesting features of the accent. For example, the U sound is very distinctive and fairly elongated in words that end in L, and is similar to the standard English vowel sound oo in the word soup. For example, we went to the pool. I'm from Liverpool. The CK endings are pronounced very strongly as bach. For example, get back. I'm coming back.
The New York
There's a
English
stack
accent.
of them.
Well, we tend to make a lot of the vowels a little longer. For example, coffee. We say coffee. We've got talk. We can go for a walk. Even come to our great state of New York. And other things is the TH we often use as a T or sometimes a D. For three, we say tree. Or
very
the
interesting.
thing over there, we call it the ding. I could bash you 3 times in the head with
posh
that ding
English
over there.
accent.
The key to speaking in a posh English accent is to speak more slowly
and to elongate the vowels, to make them longer. Some say you need to talk as if you had a plum in your mouth. For example, notice how all the syllables in these words are pronounced. Education, nation, situation. Now, notice the final ending sound in these words. Robber, rotter, blighter. And the elongated vowel sounds in these words. Glove, love, shove. Bath, laugh, Mars. Day, lay, may. Brown, crown, frown. Boat, coat, moat. When speaking in a posh accent, it's also important to speak with an air of superiority, a true belief in your own self-English English accent.
There are many interesting features of the Scottish accent. For example, it can be quite sing-songy as it goes up and down a bit. The R's are rolled quite a lot, so they sound stronger and longer than in an English accent. For example, we say hurry up and we make arrangements, whereas an English person would say hurry up or
US
make
accent.
arrangements.
In Texas, we like to make our words a lot longer. We've got a lot of time in Texas, so we just make the words as long as we can make them. Yeah, like the word bed. You know, that's where I go to bed at night, but sometimes the people up north don't understand me. Well, pretty much any word that has any word like friend or pen, you know, if I need to borrow a pen, sometimes people think I'm talking about something that you make bread in, but I'm talking about a pen to write with. Well, down in Texas, we like to say things like howdy, how y'all doing, what's up,